Hey guys, welcome. And we are live in another demo as we're leading up to our launch in January of Raja Makes Money. So hope everyone can join us. When we start doing these shows, we'll probably give like a minute or two for everyone to join, and then we're going to get right into it and let you guys know what's going on for the day. Lots of exciting stuff. Obviously, the market has had two incredible up days. I think today was, usually Thanksgiving week is just a really good week, a big up week. So hopefully this is going to be a continue on. It's also a shortened week because Thursday the markets are closed and Friday is a half day in the markets. So lots of excitement going on. So let me tell you, I'm excited because I made $158,000 in the market today. But yesterday in the market, I pretty much lost $150,000. Now, when I say I lost it, and I'm going to explain all this to you, and this is as I educate you guys over the coming days, weeks, months, and especially once the channel launches, it's very interesting how it all works and how you have to tie it all together. So let's pull it in, show you guys what we got going on today, and make it a little bigger. So let me explain what's going on. So today, we have from Friday, if you guys remember, or Sunday, the last live stream, we had 500 contracts outstanding. Now we have 1,700 contracts. So yesterday, I felt the market was going to pull back. It didn't, but yesterday Apple did pull back over 300 points. I mean, $3. So 3% basically, $3 down. When I started the day, Apple was down like 50 cents and I was about flat on my 500 contracts. So I said, you know what? If I don't buy something and get in this market, I'm not going to make any money all week. Or I could have said, you know what? I think it's going to go up right now. And I would have bought something at like the 116s and we would have got slaughtered yesterday after it dropped 3 points. So this is when I was saying you have to average down and you have to be careful. So I did yesterday average down and be careful. But even with all that said, I bought some contracts at 55 cents or sold some puts to open at 55 cents, 80 cents, and it just kept going down. And even this morning when Apple opened up, it was down another over a point and $1.30 today. So it's very scary in these market conditions. And this is where you have to be a seasoned investor, have full control of yourself and your actions and not panic. Because if I would have panicked, I could have lost a lot of money today, or I may not have made any money, or yesterday if I had better timing. So a lot of times I can trade, and I almost was going to trade a little bit today and pick up a little extra money. And then I said, you know what? It's not worth it. For 5,000-10,000 a day, I just didn't do it. So these contracts ended the day at 51 cents. And if you remember on Friday, they were at 50 cents. During today's session, they were as high as $1.80 and they were as low as 40 cents. So when it was actually around 41, 42 cents, I was like, maybe I'll buy some back and then I'll sell them again on the dip. And I said, you know what? I've got, the Apple was at $1. It was up about a point, $1.68 today, around $115.60 or 85 at the high, and it was up there. And I was like, why? And this is what I look at here. This is the intrinsic value. So all this money where it says market value is my profit pretty much. This is what I basically have for the week right now, about 90,000 in profit. I can look to roll forward. I could look to just close positions. I could, do a lot of things, but I think the market's going to stay steady tomorrow. Friday's a short half trading day. And I think we've got a really good shot. I think these are going to expire worthless. If they don't, we can always roll them out, which I'll be teaching you guys about. But the whole thing is you have to just be a conservative investor. You have to just look at it. You have to sit back, relax, not panic, because if you panic, that's where people, it can get really, really scary. So like I said, today, no trades. If we look at what we did yesterday for history, a lot of trades yesterday when we were buying the contracts and stuff. So we sold to open. And like I said, we just didn't have good trades. We had, 80 cents. These were the only good ones. There was only 100 contracts. So those obviously we picked up $2,900 in profit on. But all these other ones, we had a couple hundred at 200, and then the bulk of them yesterday was all at 50 cents. So I'm actually still down a penny, but I'm not worried about it because, like I said, I have faith that Apple's going to be above 114. I mean, the perfect scenario would be like Friday, the last hour of the day is Apple's like $114.25, and we could go right like the 11 or 12s or 13s for the following week. That would give us the best premium and the best scenario. But I have a lot of faith in Apple. I think it has a lot of support at this, 115 level. It's bounced off the lows from like, 106, it has got as low as about 103 in the last month and a half, but it's bounced off nicely. And it seems to set this 115. It's been as high as 135. And I think it's going to make a rally. I think, as vaccinations start rolling out, as things look up and earnings come around and, stuff starts to reopen, since so much stuff's going to start closing still, it's going to bounce. But that's what I'm looking at. That's how I'm playing the market. And, that's the summary today. So just want people to understand what we're doing and how it all works. So today, like I said, no trades made, so nothing really exciting to show you guys, but just to show you the market swings. And this is what I was telling you, is this is exciting. This is the thrill. This is like gambling, 24/7 gambling. So like I said, I want to walk you guys through how it works and stuff. And also, a couple of people have asked why only puts to open. The reason I do the puts to open is because I'm happy owning Apple stock. If tomorrow Apple went to $105, I would be fine owning Apple at 114. That wouldn't be the best scenario, but it wouldn't be the worst scenario either. But like I said, more than likely that would never happen because we would always just be rolling forward. So every week the premium is greater. So let me show you. So this is the 114. It's 51 cents. Let's say we had to close these out or we wanted to roll forward. The week out in advance is always going to be worth more money by quite a bit. I bet you, I mean, look, but I bet you if we go to the 114s for next week, I bet you that they are the December 4th 114s. My guess is going to be probably $1.20. See what they are. $1.52. So that shows you how strong. So in this scenario, if I was to roll these out and I said, you know what, I think Apple will be 114 next week, I don't want to deal with this week or different things, I would have 1,700 contracts, 170,000 shares. As this sits right now, I'd pick up $1.01 basically. So basically, if we rolled it out, Apple was above 114 by next week, I'd make 170,000, but I would lose my profit I still have in this week. So that's why I was saying the best case scenario is actually hopefully Apple comes down to 114 and a half, comes back a little bit. These contracts are going to be worth a couple of pennies. We'll buy them back on Friday for 2-3 cents, and then we can sell like the 114 or the 113. Depending on where it is, you may want to go a little lower to give yourself a little cushion. Let's say like today the 112s for next week, they're 88 cents. So this is what I was showing you. It's really hard to lose. Anything's possible, but it's hard to lose because you can always roll down and catch up. So even if you have a bad week, while today may be bad, tomorrow should be okay. And like I said, you can catch back up. So that's the whole key. You never want to give up short. You never want to worry about, obviously every day if it's a down day, it's nothing exciting to look at. And it's much, nicer like today to look at when you can go look at your account and say, oh my God, we're up $158,000. But don't let that bother you because it doesn't matter what it does from day to day. The main thing that you want to look at is how your account is on a given day. So hopefully that makes sense and everybody understands what I'm saying. And should be pretty simple to understand. But like I said, no trades today. I'm guessing tomorrow I may make some trades here. So here's the thing. Tomorrow, as these premiums go down, if Apple goes up tomorrow, I'm gambling. Usually the Friday, Black Friday is usually an up day. It'll be interesting. Malls are still pretty much all open, limited, stuff. But and it's there's no Black Friday deals this year, and different things that really progress the market. But I think there's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of cash still sitting on the sidelines, which will be a big factor in the market continually moving forward. So with all that said, I'm not sure tomorrow I'm expecting tomorrow to either be up or flat somewhere, like I said, I would love Apple to, tomorrow to, actually, tomorrow, as long as Apple stays where it's at, is fine. Friday, like I said, we want it to come down a little. But the other thing is with this intrinsic value that I was talking about, and you'll see is even if Apple tomorrow was to go down about 30 cents, these puts to open will actually be worth less money and will make money because every day there's that intrinsic value that expires. So there's 2 more trading days in this week left, or 1.5 basically. And you have a 51-cent premium that's in the money by $1.17. So that 50 cents just evaporates. So tomorrow, if Apple stays around this level or above 115, these contracts, my guess would be will close around 35 cents. And then Friday, if Apple opens up at 115, these contracts will be about 20 cents. And then as the day goes on, depending on what Apple does, they'll lose a penny. Well, it's a shortened day, so they'll probably lose about 2-3 cents an hour until closing bell, where they'd become 1 penny if Apple's above 114. But like I said, we'll have to close those positions out if we want to open new positions, unless we have funds to leverage. But you can only leverage so much money in your account. So, and like I said, we'll get to all that. I'm going to work to explain things. Hope, like I said, we want to educate you guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But we're just gearing up. We're getting this account above 5 million, and then it's going to be ready to go for the launch in January. So hopefully that makes sense. And thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, it's another demo. We're just practicing different things, seeing how it's going to work. We'll be doing it live at the office in a studio. So we'll have better audio, better lighting and stuff. But I just want to get it going, get people acclimated so they understand it. And we're just, like I said, watching the videos over, reading your guys' questions, your comments, and we'll fine tune this for when we fully launch it. So thank you guys. And hey, all my big jackpot fans watching, I'll see you guys live tonight.